Kathy and Lawrence were both raised in the same part of San Diego. They both went to Bernardo Heights Middle School. They both went to Rancho Bernardo High School. And yet, not a single shared class. Not one real conversation. Until one night at one of Lawrence's parties, they finally met. And from there, things began the way many modern love stories do. A few texts. Then more texts. Then so many messages back and forth that they somehow turned LinkedIn into a dating app. Romance is beautiful and exciting, but true love is something deeper. It is a choice, a daily commitment to love one another for a lifetime, and that is what we are here to celebrate today. A good marriage does not simply happen, it must be created.
Here comes the train I've been waiting for, just a step in between me and the door, and all the years before, with a dream in my heart.
I remember the day she was born, and they let me hold her for the first time. She did not change much. She just got a little bigger.
We call each other by our Polish names. She's Kasia and I'm Krysia. Both of our sets of parents made the difficult decision to emigrate to the US from the Poland in the 1980s. Our parents met through the Polish community in New Jersey, and our moms became best friends.
Lawrence, it's been a while since you've been in a suit. If you don't know, Lawrence back in high school wore a suit every single day. That was his thing. Now we're lucky to see him in a suit once a year. Thanks for showing up today that way.
At the time of my life.
Even though we now live over 2,000 miles away from each other, every time we meet up, it's like we're back to where we left off. You've been a true friend, and I admire your quiet strength.
There's a question Lawrence loves to ask whenever we go together, business or whatever, and it's, who's the older one? We always line up together and be like, hey, who's the older one? And, half the time I think he asks the question because he just really wants somebody to tell him he's the younger one, the cooler one, right?
Not a long time ago, I teach that girl to walk, how to ride the bicycle, Polish way, no training wheels, how to drive the car. But the main care of Katy was by her mom, Bożenka. She was on the top of Katy's education, on her basic everyday life. Bożenka did a good job. And you, Katy, did a good job following her. You made her and me happy.
I see the way you talk about and remember your mother, Bonnie. I see and meet her every day. When I see the values and manners that both you and Mike have in common, I'd just like to tell her that she did an incredible job guiding you to become the woman you are today. And I want to say to Bonnie, thank you.
I met Lawrence for the first time when the two of you visited New Jersey and we met up for pierogies in Morristown. That day, I could see how much you both meant to each other. You're always smiling when you're around Lawrence. You've truly found your person.
The first day I met Lawrence, I got the feeling he's the person who knows how to walk on the ground and a real stand-up man. And now, you kids, Katy and Lawrence, are stepping into a different phase of your life.
Kathy, you have a patience, a kindness, and an understanding that allows me to be who I need to be. I don't feel judged. I don't feel out of place. I feel like I could be myself. And I feel like you and I fill in the gaps of each other's personalities. You let me be who I need to be. You let me be myself. What's up, guys?
Look at the stars.
Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody.
That's where we will go.
5 years ago, Lawrence sent a text that would change everything. Want to go for a drive? They drove through the streets they grew up on. Windows down, taking turns playing songs, each one a small glimpse into who they were. Eventually, they found themselves in Coronado, sitting on a pier, overlooking the bay, the San Diego skyline glowing behind them. They poured a bottle of expensive wine into red Solo cups, and they talked. They talked until the sky began to change and the sun started to rise.
It doesn't make sense. So why should we?
I was reading my journal recently, trying to figure out what to write in my vows, and I found what I wrote about our first date. We walked down the pier to the very end with the city lights on both sides and nothing but pitch black ocean in front of us. We talked there forever about everything. His dad, my mom, smoking meats, everything. That night was the first time I realized you made me feel like I was home. Something I'd been missing for a long time, something I couldn't quite name, was finally there.
Kathy, before I met you, I woke up every morning feeling like I was one of the luckiest guys in the world. My life was amazing. It was filled with the best group of friends a man could ask for, an exciting career with great prospects, an incredible and loyal family. But then, Kathy, after I met you, I began waking up every morning realizing that I was the luckiest guy in the world. That's pretty good.
Once in a lifetime.
I, Lawrence, take you, Kathy, to be my wife.
I, Kathy, take you, Lawrence, to be my husband, to have and to hold, in sickness and in health,
for
for richer or
and
for poorer, in joy and in sorrow.
and in sorrow.
I promise my love to you, and with this ring, I take you as my husband,
And with this ring, I take you as my wife,
for as long as we both shall live.
for as long as we both shall live.
Now, by the power vested in me, I now pronounce you husband and wife. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you for the first time, Mr. and Mrs. Chow.
If you go to Canada, I never got to know. I'm growing all up at my best, and I don't like to be alone. If you go, just spread your wings and I never.
Kathy, your mom, and Lawrence, your dad, are smiling down on you today, and I'm sure they're very happy that the two of you found each other and are proud of the people that you've become.
You and Kathy together is the best idea that you've ever had. Kathy, welcome to the family.
Let's raise the glasses to wish Kathy and Lawrence a lifetime of health, happiness, prosperity in their life together. Cheers. Oh, one more thing. I got a question for Lawrence. Can I dance with your wife?
I don't know what will happen or what we are, but I do know I would do it all over again in a heartbeat. It was one of the best nights of my life.
I'll love you even during the hardest times. My wins will become our wins. Your challenges will become my challenges.
No matter how many days we're given in this life, I want all of them to be with you. And even if it all ended tomorrow, I would do it all over again with you exactly the same way.
And no matter what happens, you'll always be my wife.